What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Alienware m18 with a 7900m gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna check out Dune Awakening. Now, so far, this thing's been pretty hard to run, at least at higher graphics settings. If you put stuff down to medium and on lower end stuff low, then you can actually get playable FPS. Now, staying above 60 on the other hand, I only had one thing able to do that, and that was the small form factor PC. Now, the G15 Advantage was mostly staying above 60 with the right settings like medium and whatnot with a little help from FSR, but it still had moments where it dropped down to 50. So I'm kind of curious, will this thing do it too or not? Well, only one way to find out. Let's jump ourselves into that game, shall we? So just like we did on the G15 Advantage, we're just gonna max this thing out with ray tracing and everything. Negative. Then I think we'll try some FSR. Then turn off ray tracing, because generally AMD doesn't like ray tracing very much, even if it's very simple stuff. I mean, when it's simple stuff, it can usually do it. You're just barely getting 60 at that point. But hey, maybe this thing will surprise us and get like good FPS. Let's hop in and find out, shall we?
Is coming. Run now. You made it, Off-worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here. The War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cutter ray, and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to...
So now we're going to turn on some FSR. We're going to use quality. If I recall, it actually did a pretty decent job considering we were using ray tracing and stuff. But keep in mind, this is only at, or was only at 1200p. It's not like he was doing it at 4K or anything like that.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So now we're going to turn ray tracing off and just leave the game maxed out. We'll do that native again, just like we did. Yep, native AA. Everything's still on ultra. We just don't have any lumen anymore, which should give us a couple more FPSs. But hey, we won't know till we try, so let's get into the game.
Who's that?
I see someone.
I require assistance!
So now, let's see what we can do with a little FSR. I believe I used quality again, yep. Everything's still on ultra besides that. So, what do you say we go ahead and hop into the game? let's try toning it down to high. I do believe I turned ray tracing back on to start with as well. But we shall find out. Maybe I just skipped that. Native AA. So it's definitely native like I thought. Yep, high. And we do have ray tracing on. And then of course we'll try it with it off, just like we did before too. So now, let's see. So now, why don't we go ahead, turn on some FSR, see what it can do. I can't remember if I tried medium after this or if I moved on to 1440p. Well, obviously in this video we're gonna do camera and do 1440p in another video, but I'm just trying to remember. I did so many damn things today on this game because I was trying to be very thorough. Now, it might bite me in the ass in the end, but I guess we'll see when I get to the editing portion. Either way, let's get into the game. Still 1200p. Native. High. Hello, I think we turned Lumen off at this point. So, I guess let's get into the game. Let's see what it can do now. So now we're going to turn Lumen off and just do high. Well, I guess we are using quality. Never mind. So we're using quality FSR. See, like I said, we're doing so many a day, it's hard to even remember what the hell is what. But alright, that is that. Which means game time.
Reveal yourself! Someone's here. Eyes on enemy!
So, we're going to put the field of view up to 95, and other than that, just leaving everything as stock. It left motion blur and VSync off by default, which is a nice thing to see from the start. So now we're going to try native AA, and medium. Just for fun. It's not really necessary, but I just kind of wanted to do a carbon copy of the G15 Advantage. So now, we get into that game. So, there's this page again. We don't really need to go further than this. Everything else there is just UI stuff. So now we're going to turn it to quality FSR. And we'll see what it can do with that. It wasn't really necessary yet again, but I just wanted to do it just for fun. We're not going to bother with low. We didn't even bother with low on the G15 Advantage. We certainly won't on this thing. camera recorded gameplay now. We won't have OBS or nothing mucking about with the FPS, although it doesn't affect it that bad on here. Still lose some frames though, so it's nice to do it. I hurt myself today. I jumped off that cliff and broke my ankle away. But no, it still seems to have some pretty big frame time skips because the game wants to run at 100C on the processor. Too far away. There we go.
Here. Identify yourself. Eyes on enemy.
Everybody, hold with look. Well, I knew it was going to happen eventually. Helicopter. That'll show that thing. It won't hurt anybody else ever again. Oh yeah, I'm backpack full. I can't do anything with that. I was wondering what the heck was going beautiful frame time stuff that basically makes the game unplayable while it's doing it. At least I wouldn't want to play like this. I don't know about you guys. Excited to get that battery from the Ally Z1 Extreme. And the battery life is really as huge as probably. Like, would it be nice to have 24 gigs of RAM like an X does? Sure. You can't just add RAM in there. I mean, some skilled people could probably solder some RAM on there, but I'm not that. I don't even want to take the motherboard out to reface this. I'd try it if it wasn't like a motherboard out job. Knowing my luck with how it went with the G15 Advantage, it's just not worth it.
there.
Well, we're done. I think that's probably good. So let's wrap this video on up. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Dune Awakening on the Alienware m18 with a 7900M. And it did a pretty decent job. If it weren't for the stuttering, FPS wise, we were doing pretty good. But unfortunately, we had lots of stutters. So during the stuttering part, not very playable. When it's not stuttering, pretty playable. Hopefully, it won't do that when we get to 1440p. But it tends to do that the most often, 1200 here. But sometimes that comes over to the 1440p as well. Hopefully not this time, but we won't know till we get there. But that is all for this video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.